All right, we're going to talk about another wine in the spring 2021 release, and that is 2017 Estate Red Mountain Petit Verdot.
Petit Verdot.
Hello, Verdot?
Yeah, green, little green.
That's what you say.
Little green.
All right, so first, a real quick touch base on the sound.
Okay.
So, Petite Syrah, different grape, and you say that T at the end of the petite.
Yeah.
It has an E on the end. Now, Petit Verdot, you don't say the T.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have the E on the end.
I'm glad us West Coasters can learn
Get that
from you.
French lesson.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
all I know that and baguette. That's the only French.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about Petit Verdot.
Right.
The most diminutive Bordeaux red cultivar.
Yes, and without a doubt, the strongest in terms of body, tannin, color, and for that reason, especially in Bordeaux and certainly in most of the world in places that grow it, it's primarily used as a blender to other Bordeaux cultivars like Cabernet, Merlot, right. Cabernet Franc, Malbec, Cabernet.
Yeah. So those are the Bordeaux 5. If you're talking about, like, I think winery people talk about, hey, look, this is a Bordeaux blend, this is a Bordeaux style cuvee. What we are trying to say is there are basically 5 red grapes that are allowed in Bordeaux officially.
Exactly.
And so they are Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Malbec, Cabernet Franc, and Petit Verdot, like Tyler was saying.
Right.
And Petit Verdot, like Tyler was also saying, is almost exclusively a blender.
Right.
In Bordeaux.
Yes. It ripens pretty late in the growing season. The berries are really small compared to the other Bordeaux cultivars on average. And just because of its alcohol content and acid and color and tannin structure, it really just helps round out the structure of, those other wines. But when you make it well and you don't overdo the extraction, it's also pretty tasty on its own. And we do not often release a single varietal Petit Verdot, but we decided to this year because it was tasting really good, and this wine has great aging potential as well, I feel.
Yeah, Petit Verdot is kind of a hedonistic wine for people who really like big, powerful red wine.
Sure.
When we say Petit Verdot is a blending wine, how we use that in our blending trial to stiffen a wine structure, increase color, and maybe push the wine more towards a savory or dark fruit aspect.
Sure.
Versus some, if you compare it to Merlot, or Malbec, can be more fruit forward and maybe a little softer in tannin and structure.
And so you always have to match, the tannin structure with the balance and the goals of your wine. So this bottling is pretty cool because we kind of did the opposite of what Petit Verdot is used for in respect to Cabernet. Right. And we added about 24% Cabernet to this wine. So we're just softening it in, tuning in the mid-palate tannin a little bit, and just making this a delightful table wine. If you like strong wines, hedonistic wines, this is an excellent wine to open up, 5 years from now or tonight with a steak on your dinner table.
Yeah. Petit Verdot, I would say there's been a slight renaissance with varietal designated Petit Verdot, particularly in the New World.
Yeah.
Because modern wine drinkers like big, tannic, crunchy, chewy tannins.
Yeah, and they tend to be pretty varietally pure. They have their own type of flavor profile. Despite their alcohol content and hang time, they're often driven with a healthy amount of red fruits on it.
Yeah.
So, it's awesome how it has, lesser amounts of herbaceous character compared to some of the other Bordeaux cultivars, and really has these high-toned, dusty and chalky, really sense of place type of flavors that are just really big and beautiful and bold.
So we grow Petit Verdot in 2 of our vineyards. By far the largest chunk of it is at Heart of the Hill. We also have a really small slice of it at Ranch at the End of the Road. So those 2 vineyards are in the driver's seat here. Yeah. And we're excited for you to try it. This is, I believe, the third single Petit Verdot we've ever produced in 40 plus years. Fun fact, the first one we ever made was not with our fruit. The first Petit Verdot we ever made was in 2009, and it was Red Heaven fruit.
Yes, that's
which
right.
was across the street from.
It was also delicious.
Yeah. So there you go. I hope you
Excellent.
enjoy 2017 Estate Red Mountain Petit Verdot.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Great pronunciation.
Hell yeah, I'm all about that pronunciation.